Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. You get to go into any fictional universe for 30 days. Anything you buy, skills acquired, etc. will be transferred to the real world, with zero repercussions. Where do you go? Are cheat codes allowed? Because if cheat codes are allowed, then Sims 4. Shit, this is the answer right here. Max all stats and money, build the craziest house with craziest shit in it. Bezos will be a scrub in comparison. Tom Nook, peach it. _any_ fictional universe. Opens Microsoft Word. Literally the plot of a book I read. Some rare people can pull objects and magic out of books. One of those magicians writes a book containing an object. He pulls it out, and gains the use of that object. Edit, the book is Libria Missa by Jim C. Hines. That sounds like a heart if memory serves. The Matrix and I download loads of skill sets into my mind, then come back. Said any fictional universe. I'm sure a few people need to take their anxiety meds right now. So do I start with nothing? Basically I have 30 days to acquire enough of whatever currency to buy whatever I'm taking back. Can I steal something and bring it back? Pretty much, also applies to magic/tech/mythical creatures, etc. In that case, Skyrim. 30 days should be enough to exploit the alchemy/enchanting loop and create some god-tier enchanted items. I'm thinking necklaces, rings, anything that's easy to carry and wouldn't look too out of place in our world. Then I trade it all for as much skooma as I can carry. I would go into adventure capitalist and come out with duodecahexaquintillion dollars. Edit, I cannot believe this dumb shit is now my top comment of all time. And also there is a rebirth button, so if you press it you can start your life again being a genius baby if we take the rebirth literally. Be careful with rebirthing like that. You'd easily completely alienate yourself from every single individual growing up, and be an outcast. Even as a very rich outcast, you'd be rare to form any genuine connections in your life. So who the hell are you going to spend all your wealth on and with? I really wanna have a full day of eating with hobbits. Breakfast, second breakfast, 11s, luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner and supper. I also wanna try the salted pork of Isengard with some old Toby after. I wonder how well the hobbits spiced their food. They don't seem like a people with trade routes all over Middle-earth to get spices. I imagine it would be spiced much, but plenty of herbs and whatnot. I'm imaging hobbit cuisine to be like the better part of British/Irish/Scottish food. Shepherd's pie, Sunday roasts, lots of decadent sauces and flavors based around thyme, rosemary, etc. Lots of mushrooms. I bet Hobbit Hills are perfect for cultivating mushrooms. Stellaris. Even one alloy is untold wealth, it's on the scale of an interstellar empire. Come back with a fleet of warp-capable ships and become the most powerful person in the few solar systems. Using console commands you can have an endgame fleet with, probably, all of the tech, and all Unity unlocks before the 30-day limit easily. Also use mods. Now my new galactic empire shall reign supreme. Or maybe I bring Gundams back with me. Either is a win-win. No Man's Sky. Just go from station to station buying and selling all their cobalt. Come back with millions and enough cobalt to flood the Earth market. Only to buy it out and keep moving on. Even if you do almost nothing you show up with a working spacesuit and spaceship, able to be recalled at any time. Work hard for a month and you've got a few hundred billions, a sick freezer, a fleet, maxed warp ships. This is the answer. And all the technology a world on the cusp of spaceflight could ever want. Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. Force heal sounds a lot cheaper than the dentist. And maybe a lightsaber or 200. A fine addition to my collection. Force heal sounds a lot cheaper than the dentist. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. It's a Sith legend. Darth Plagueis was a Dark Lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise he could use the Force to influence the midichlorians to repair enamel. He had such a knowledge of the dark side that he could even keep the teeth he cared about from decaying. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. He became so powerful the only thing he was afraid of was losing his practice, which eventually, of course, he did. Unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew, then his apprentice opened a discount clinic on the other side of the mall. Ironic. He could save others from dental decay, but not himself. Star Trek, I want me a replicator. And maybe a transporter and a universal translator. And of course a spaceship. You don't want a holodeck. Surely you want a holodeck. To partake in murder mysteries. Right. Like just that. Could you go get assimilated by the Borg, then when you return you have the collective's knowledge, you're free of the collective, and you have a body full of Borg tech. You're free of the collective. Who says? You get absorbed by the Borg collective. They scan your memories. Immediately learn of another universe without a federation, to which you will return in 30 days. They would immediately start the process of turning you into the Borg Queen. When you return, you'd start assimilating the humans of this world into a new collective. Now that is an interesting idea. Some of those AO probes could come in handy at times. I just wouldn't enjoy the regenerating, sleeping is too good to not do. I don't want any of that. All I want is to visit Skyrim and beat the shit out of Azim. Take him to the Cloud District and kick his ass. He'll find out that there's no pussy I2. Learn smithing and enchanting first. Then you can spend the other 29 days torturing him with Daedric weapons, and finally, trap him in a soul gem and make an enchanted toilet when you get back. Minecraft obviously. A magical chest that can store 1728 cubic meters of stuff in a single cubic meter. That also suspends time inside, food never spoils, lava doesn't cool, as well as being able to mine 9 diamonds to make a single cubic meter of diamond. Edit. This one thread has quadrupled my karma. Thanks everyone. I suck at math. How much money would 1 cubic meter of diamond be worth, assuming it is max carat? $16,500 per carat max value, and a cubic meter is 96,410,000 carats, so $1,590,765,000,000 diamond block. For money, Minecraft is probably the best bet. Gold can be found fairly easily and safely, and 1 block of gold is worth upwards of $30 billion. Sounds like the most profitable vacation ever. One day making tools and a house, one day mining $30 billion worth of gold, and 28 days fishing and relaxing. Sure, there are tons of other things you could grab, but for a quick in, out, a ludicrously wealthy trip, it's the simplest thing to do. And no, you don't sell all the gold at once and crash the gold market. You just carve off a bit here and there, cast it into bullion or coins, and sell as needed. You could also grab some emeralds and even some copper to spread out your effect on the markets. I would 100% bring back as many diamonds as I could and start a company selling them at rock bottom prices just to crash the market and put the beers out of business. If that other guy gets cheat codes via The Sims 4, then I'm going to Skyrim and taking the console with me. You'd be practically a god. You can search for the name of any items, spawn things, edit the world space, edit people and stats, and of course become immortal. Player item F10000000. Go to Skyrim, use cheats to accelerate progress in the game. Acquire gold and max as many skill trees as possible. Get unique magic items to bring back. Make a point of obtaining Wabarjak and all spells. Go to the Ben 10 universe, steal the Amitrix before Ben does. Or why not kill him in his sleep and take it when he has the Ultimatrix, because then you have access to over 1 billion aliens. Or the Amitrix from Amiverse. Not only will you have access to Alien X, who is virtually omnipotent, it will also render you invincible whenever you are not an alien. A man of culture. Pokemo, for sure. So many responses here rely on you being the hero or having certain things to start. I'm sure I could convince one of the professors or a random person to give me a Pokeball or my first Pokemo. You get and train that first Pokemo, you can fight others to get money, find gold nuggets, etc. Get and bring back a revive and max revive. Oh my god, that's scientific possibilities. Finally, pets you can bring back with you. Create fresh water, random vines, a bird that can carry you, etc. Yes. 30 days is enough to become a Pokemo master, so I'll have a badass team of Pokemo, a shitload of money and enough items to heal my little friends without existing Pokemo centers in the real world. Pokemo is definitely a good choice, but just one small correction. You would not have a shitload of money after 30 days, because your poke dollars would be worthless in our world. Pokemo speedrules, now is my time to shine. Much more importantly than that, there are tons of Pokemo that would allow you to travel to any universe you want even after the 30 days is up. Any answer that doest permeately get you the ability to travel between universes at will is a waste of time. Yeah, exactly, just get your hand on an Arceus and any other legendary and you could probably rob any time period, but especially get Dialga. Stardew Valley, but I am on my current save year 5. Edit, thanks for the 1000 upvotes. See, if it's 30-day Earth time I would choose Stardew Valley too. I'd be an expert farmer, miner, and fisherman. I'd know how to brew beer and run a vineyard. And the best part would be having the knowledge necessary to move into a small town, run out the competition, and build a cult. I was with you until the end. Now I think I need to play Stardew Valley.